What's up, guys? Problem Carotine here. I said I'd be doing a 4th of July live, but I've got busy stuff with the actual holiday. So I got two battles for you. Yeah, oh well. Okay. So this is the first battle against this guy, Randomars, and this is my 4th of July team. I got Merca. Yeah, that's probably going to sound bad on the mic I have, so I apologize for how stupid that sounded. I have Obnoxious the Fortress because everybody knows Americans are obnoxious. I have Total Moron the Slowbro because everybody knows Americans are dumb. I have Warvet and AV Machamp. I have Nuke Shit or Nuke Stuff now because I thought Profanity might not be too good. The Hydreigon, and I have McDonald's, a Choice Banded Snorlax. Totally underrated set, by the way. And it was just like typical stereotypical, I mean, American stuff. But it actually fits kind of well together. Like, good physically defensive, two good specially defensive things. It's pretty awesome. So I decided to upload one battle where America just totally smashes my opponent, and then one actually, like, good, close battle. Try to guess which one this is. My opponent has an Ambipom, which is awesome. I love Ambipom. He's got Starmie, Porygon 2, and what's it called? What's that thing called? A Florges, Porygon 2 and Florges Stalcore, which is annoying. Chandelure, which means I cannot spam return with my Scarf Braviary. Scarf Defiant Braviary, because awesome. And then Honchkrow, which I don't have much to take a hit from because Slowbro is not defensive, it is choice specs. I have Specs Slowbro, Specs Hydreigon, Banded Snorlax, Assault Vest Machamp, and Scarf Braviary, because who has any time for leftovers except for Fortress, whose leftovers overcoat. And let's go. I'm going to lead off with Fortress because Ambipom lead is so obvious, not even funny, and he still does it. Like, really? And it's Life Orb. I can't remember, I think it was Swagilif who said, if they have rocks up and you have Life Orb Fake Out and U-Turn, you can only come in like 4 times before you just kill yourself to recoil. Anyway, I'm just going to get up rocks because you can't get rid of them unless he has Defog Honchkrow, which would just be so retarded. And I'm going to go in McDonald's. Chandelure cannot touch McDonald's. There's no way he can touch McDonald's. And Choice Banded Pursuit, just clean Okos. That was just beautiful. Just beautiful. Goes into the Porygon 2 now. And this thing is just going to be so annoying. So I'm going to go into Fortress as he's just going to T-Wave me. I'm like, well, that's great. Tri-Attack doesn't do too much, though, despite me not having much Special Bulk, because I'm just going to Volt Switch out, not really trying to get up spikes yet. He does have a Spinner in Starmie. It's just that I know Starmie's not really a threat. And he goes into the Starmie on Machamp. I'm like, I'm not going to Dynamic Punch. I'm going to Knock Off, because Dynamic Punch won't kill Porygon 2. But Knockoff will ensure that other things can kill Porygon 2. It's like you don't straight up Dynamic Punch. Knockoff is the better play. And he goes into floor just like I go into McDonald's. Throws up a Wish, which is like annoying, and protects. Why would you protect? Like, you have 94%. You had to Wish Protect? I don't know. I do not get this guy. Goes into the Porygon 2. I'm going to go for a Choice Banded Return. Only does 36%, and it is faster with the Recover, unfortunately. I should have switched out, but I was like, maybe he's slower. Maybe he runs minus speed, which was just absolutely retarded. Anyway, I'm just going to go into Obnoxious as it goes for a Tri-Attack, and now seeing that the Starmie's gone, I'm going to start to get up a few spikes because Porygon 2 plus Florges is just so obnoxious. I really wish I had Subcom Mine Chandelure. This is like the team I built it for. And if he goes into Honchkrow, I'm going to get up some more spikes. And after I get back some leftovers, this Brave Bird does a ridiculous amount. I think this might have been... No, it was Life Orb. But that does a lot more than I thought it would. And I'm just going to Volt Switch. I don't need 3 layers of spikes, and I might want to have Fortress for later. I'm going to go into America. Fuck yeah! Which again sounds terrible on the mic. I'm sorry. And just take it out because I'm scarfed. Because fucking scarf. You could have Sucker Punch, but I figured I probably could live one. As at this point, I'm just gonna fodder off Obnoxious. I don't really need Obnoxious right here. Like, look at the team. It's absolutely done its job. And I do have a Slowbro to handle the Ambipom as well, as it can't really switch in on anything. And it's Life Orb, and it's gonna have to take hazards. I'm not afraid. So he goes into the floor just as, again, I'm just going to knock off. Dynamic Punching would be the wrong play, because if I do that and he lives and then recovers, or like Thunder Waves me and then recovers, nothing else can kill the Porygon 2. But if I get rid of the Eviolite, then I can. And he tries to pass it into Ambipom on a Banded Snorlax. I'm like, What? What? Why? How? Did you really think that would be successful? And it goes into the Porygon too, and I'm gonna just go into Machamp thinking like, yeah, he's gonna recover. Goes for the Thunder Wave, and at this point, I'm just gonna fast forward right here. Or not fast forward, just speed it up on Showdown. I don't feel like editing it. I'm just gonna go for a Dynamic Punch. And, oh wait, no, instead of, this guy didn't stall it out. I had another guy who tried to stall out something similar to this, but this guy just forfeited. So yeah, this is the battle where America just totally smashed the opponent and never even had to use Spec Slowbro, who would have done pretty well against this team with the Spec Psyshock once the Honchkrow was gone. Anyway, second battle against this guy, Invoker Mid. He has, like, a threatening team. It's mono shiny, but at this, so I don't want to take it seriously, but at the same time it looks fairly good. He does have two things, however, that are weak to rocks without really any recovery. Since nobody runs Roost Swellow, it's probably Guts Toxic Orb, which also will make it easier to wear down. So my main goal, at first, I'm going to have to figure out a way to get into that Blastoise and just take it down. So I'm going to lead with Total Moron, the Slowbro, because obvious Scarf Darmanitan lead is obvious, but U-turn does 48%. That's why you run defensive and not specs, but that's alright. Goes into Umbreon as Ice Scald, and after this battle I put Trick instead of Flamethrower on this because tricking walls is really good. But I'm going to go into Fortress because obvious Toxic is obvious. Like, he can't really touch me, so I'm just going to get up my rocks right here. Because that's how you wear down the Blastoise. You get a Brock with the Fortress, you do all that stuff. So he's going to Mega Evolve, as I'm just going to stay in Volt Switch because I want as much chip damage on this as possible, and I'm going to go straight into my Hydreigon, hoping that he'd stay in, try to go for the Ice Beam or Aura Sphere, and he does, and Specs Draco Meteor just clean takes it out. Just dead. Just a Mega Blastoise. And he goes back into Darmanitan. I'm like, well, shit, I gotta go into Slowbro. And just a little warning right here, this battle will be a little long, but it's extra long for 4th of July, so awesome stuff. U-turns on my Slowbro. Goes into Hydreigon, I go into McDonald's, U-turns again, but he's Life Orbed, which is really good for me because that's just going to wear him down even more, and all I need to do is get a free, turn to get up my rocks, and now I'm going to go into Total Moron, predicting him to finally go for the Superpower this time, because I know they carry Superpower, and it's like, of course you're going to go for that. Goes into Umbreon, as I'm going to double into Fortress, predicting that, so I finally get up my rocks. I'm going to be able to wear down those two things after they're going to be U-turning on me an awful lot, but I can keep wearing them down. Anyway, I predicted him to U-turn here, and he didn't, just Flamethrower and I died, but honestly, it's fine with me. I'm going to go into Warvet, because I am Assault Vest, I can take whatever he wants to go for. As he goes into the Slowbro, I'm going to pull another double into Hydreigon, because going into Hydreigon is just so good. Doubling into Specs Hydreigon. This is what you will live for in UU battles. You do it right, and they just lose. Anyway, I'm going to go for a Draco Meteor. That does 57.4% to an Umbreon. Go for another one. Crit takes it out. Probably didn't matter based on that damage roll, but I could have gotten Min, so that might have been annoying, but the guy didn't, go fuck in the comments, so I'm assuming he's alright with it. That's how battles work. I'm not complaining. I'm going to go into Slowbro as he just U-turns again, which is fine, because he's taking more rocks damage. He only has so many switch-ins. He goes into Hydreigon, gonna go back into Snorlax. He just keeps getting worn down by the rocks. America in a war of attrition. Where have I seen this before? I wonder. Iraq. Anyway, goes into Darmanitan. I'm just gonna go back into Slowbro, goes for the U-turn. This is just getting a little boring. But he is being successfully worn down. Dragon already at 47%, and now he's going to go for a Draco Meteor, which is half to McDonald's, unfortunately, since I'm max HP, and just max HP. Takes me out with a Dark Pulse. I'm like, oh well, because by now, Hydreigon practically dead, Darmanitan, practically dead. Gonna go into Braviary, he switches out, obviously fearing the Scarf, go for a Braver, that does 55%. I have to assume he's also a Spec Slowbro, or at least max HP but not max defense, because there's no way I should have done that much. I also get a useless crit there, which is amazing, because America, master of useless things, goes into Darmanitan. I'm assuming he's Scarf, and I really want this for Hydreigon and Swellow, just in case, so I'm going to go into Total Moron, as this is going to U-turn on me. Still doing, half with the U-turn. Goes into Hydreigon, and I'm just going to fodder Slowbro here. There's no point in switching out again. First, I'd have to have somebody take the attack, which would have to be AV Machamp, which I want healthier. And at this point, I can just come in with Braviary, and he just has to sack this because, you know, it's dead. It's dead to rocks. So at this point, he's got 2 things left. Goes into Darmanitan at 1%, and I'm just going to fodder off Hydreigon if, you know, he kills it. Because Machamp has Bullet Punch for Swellow, and Braviary is Scarfed, but Hydreigon just dies in one hit. So goes into the Swellow, kills me off with a U-turn, and I'm just going to go into Machamp. First he's going to get the Toxic Orb, and then I'm going to go into Machamp. Try not to get ahead of myself here. As I'm just going to go for a Bullet Punch, that does a lot, and Brave Bird is going to take down the Swellow to its own recoil. I would have won anyway because I was Scarf Braviary, but I decided to do it this way. All I have left is America. That was a really good battle to Invoker mid. That was pretty awesome. I mean, that is how you wear stuff down with rocks, and do not underestimate Specs Hydreigon ever. Anyway, that was a great game, and if you like this, if you're American, you like 4th of July, if you can have a barbecue, I don't know, please leave a like, comment, subscription, or any other support you like the show. The like goal is still at 1 like. I know, it's impressive, it's very impressive. Like goal of 1 like, isn't that amazing? Anyway, yeah, happy battles, guys.